So I'm playing Subway Surfers with my keyboard and mouse, and this is possible with the Bliss OS 16, an amazing vanilla pixel-like Android experience on your laptop or PC. Now before getting into the gaming part, I'll show you how to set up the key mapping part. So in the kernel root application, search for XTMapper. Now give the root permissions to the XTMapper2. Now in the XTMapper2, you will see these options. Click on the auto activate button. You'll get a pop-up like this stating the tool is now activated. Now you can click on start to begin the service, but before that make sure to add all your favorite Android games from the list. Like I'll choose this Among Us game and then add this to the list. Similarly, add other games you want. Now I'll start the service and you can see the regular mouse cursor has frozen and the keymapper cursor is now active. Now this cursor will feel quite slow, but we have to bear with it just for the sake of playing the Android games. Let's open Subway Surfers and test it out. So let's start, and the keyboards aren't working and only the mouse gestures are working, which isn't a problem with a game like this, but we need the keyboard controls for better experience. Swiping down, I see the keymap service is running but still not showing up in the game. So going back to the app, let's restart the service and also add the home launcher to the games list so the service doesn't stop after exiting the app. Let's open the game again, and yep, keyboard controls are back and working as expected. So remember this method if you also face same issue. Now you must be wondering how to set up key mapping for swipe gestures. So let's swipe down, and you can use a trackpad to select the keymapper service option as mouse may not be visible. Now we are in the keymapper edit menu. As you can see, I've already set up the gestures. From the right side, add the swipe key and you will get something like this. Now here, up is swipe up and down is swipe down. Save for the swipe left and right. Then save the settings and enjoy any swipe test games using your keyboard's button. Next up is my favorite Java games. Just download the J2ME emulator from the Play Store. Get some Java games and fire it up. I've hidden the virtual keyboard for better experience, and the best thing, the controls work by default without key mapping. You can use your arrow and number keys for all the different actions. This is definitely one of my favorite features of this Android OS. Now I'm sure you must be wondering about bgmi or PUBG, so let's open it up and see if it works. Fingers crossed. It's good we get auto option to add the game to the keymapper list, so I'll just add it to save time. Alright, it's asking for permissions, so that's a good start. Notification permissions, media permissions, finally the Krafton logo. Let's wait and see. Okay, so as you might have guessed, it didn't work and the game was actually stuck on Krafton logo for a very long time. Let's try Free Fire next. Then keymapper permissions, Cardinal logo. Alright, it's downloading the updates. Now I'm just going to give the permissions and the login screen is here. So I'm going to quickly sign in. Yes, we are finally in the game's lobby. Let's go to the settings and see the graphics. What? It just closed on its own. Okay, let me try it again. Okay, in the lobby again, let's try to open the game settings. And the game closed again. Okay, so the Free Fire also was a no-go like bgmi. I'll try Minecraft next. I'm using the trial version as I have a paid one in another account. Let's just go with everything default. Now it's loading with some weird warnings, so that took ages to load. We are finally in and it immediately switches to the keyboard from phone controls after I just clicked any button, so that's nice. I can easily pan around and move. The good thing is there are no crashes and it's very playable. In the graphics settings, the video is set to 12 chunks. I'm going to leave it like that as it's already on the edge. So the graphics aren't as high quality, but I think it's still pretty good. And also to remind you that this is a screen recording and without the recording, it plays even much better. Next I'm playing Among Us and it's working with the mouse, but let's just set up the key mapper for better experience. I'll add a D-pad button this time, the WSD D-pad. Align it where the game's D-pad is, also resize it. Now add button for report and the use options. Save it and it's done. It also works pretty good. and quite seamless. Now I can interact using the E button. The graphics are very plain, so there are no issues whatsoever. I also actually tried running the Antutu Benchmarks Lite as this was only supported. It was nice seeing this old graphics benchmark video. This was back during the 2015 or 16, I guess. So the test did not complete. Maybe I think it's not an ARM based processor. Next, let's try running Roblox, as it's also quite popular. I've never played this before, so I'll create an account. So it has recognized it as an app player or emulator, so that's not a good start. So I'll try signing in using my phone instead, and that actually worked. Okay, let's browse and try a game. Let's try this Benton game, which looks quite interesting. So the keyboard controls are working here without the keymapper. I can easily move around without issues. Looks pretty stable and good. And surprisingly, it's gone. I was just starting to enjoy it. Well, those were only some popular titles. I've also tried many more and they work without issues. Like with Asphalt or Beach Buggy, you can even use your game controller to play. Also, Angry Birds is so fun on the big screen like Subway Surfers. So try more titles and let me know in the comments which worked out for you. So that was it for the video, and I'll see you in the next one.